All right, hello lovely people, how's it going? I hope you are doing well. So we are doing another kit review, and we are going to be looking at the House of Spiders, the middle Nursefather Outis, aka this freaking beast. Look how big this is. And that is what they said. So, my god, this is huge. Look at how many freaking skills there are. Oh, there's even a skill 3 far. And the amount of red coins. Come on. What is this? This is mental. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so goated. Okay. Let's have a read through. Let's see what skills we've got. This is a bit insane. Oh my god. Okay, so let's start with skill 1. So we've got stomping. So gain coin power for every X burn bleed. So it is burn bleed on target. If this unit has Levitain, activate as I'll gut you like a fish. If this unit has the middle vengeance tattoo, great sister, scratch that, love that. Convert coin 2 into an unbreakable coin because we don't have enough of those. And then heal SP, so inflict bleed count, raise stagger threshold, inflict bleed. If this unit has the middle vengeance tattoo, inflict bind. Ooh, a little bit binding here next turn. Okay, and then for skill 1-2, which is gut you like a fish. Okay, so this is a Levitain exclusive skill. So red coin, because of course. So I don't know why I'm saying it like it's a bad thing for me, because if anything, this is a good thing. I'm like, it's like, no, I'm not actually fighting Outis. Outis is on my team. This is great for me. I don't know why I'm saying it. It's my reprehension of like red coins. That's the problem. I'm just like, get them away from me. So, gain coin power for every X burn bleed on target. We love that. This skill gains offense level equal to the highest resonance X. If this unit has in the middle vengeance tattoo, inflict additional bleed on coin hit. So before attack, gain burn equal to the number of coins of this skill. Attack end, you lose SP. Oh, interesting. All right. So there is a negative to having Levitain on, which would make sense, yeah. So unbreakable coin, inflict bleed count, raise the stagger threshold, and then another one, inflict burn and burn count. If this unit has the middle vengeance tattoo, inflict bind and paralyze next turn. Oof. All right. Oh, so it looks like everything on this side is a Levitain exclusive skill. So if you've got Levitain on, you are cooking. So for skill 2, don't let something like this break you. So gain coin power for every X burn bleed on target, and then before use, if this unit has Levitain, activate as gut stab. So this one. This skill gains defensive level equal to the highest resonance times X. Convert this skill's coins equal to the middle vengeance tattoo on this unit into unbreakable coins, beginning with coin 3. So if this unit's sword is at first seal removed or second seal removed stage, inflicts burn by the base amount of bleed on skills inflicts on coins hit. And then you gain aggro to this skill slot next turn. So hit, inflict bleed, bind, bleed, paralyze, bleed, flippin' heck. If this unit has the middle vengeance tattoo, deal blunt damage equal to burn on target, bleed on target, this coin's final damage. Yeah, because I was going to say, most of these are actually blunt skills, aren't they? Wow, I think they're all blunt skills, actually. Nice, okay, great, all right. And then if you've got Levitain on, so gut stab, so that's a 5 coin, that's crazy. So Levitain exclusive skill, so if target has X burn bleed gain final power, this skill gains offense level equal to the highest resonance of X, so gain aggro to the skill slot next turn. So before attack, gain burn equal to the number of coins of this skill, attack and lose SP. So unbreakable coin, inflict burn, inflict bleed, burn count, bleed count, bind and paralyze. Flipping heck. Now I'm wondering the lose SP, I do wonder what that is going to come with, like whether or not like this unit is going to work best at a negative SP or not. So I guess we'll find out. Okay, so skill 3, so Stamp of Vengeance. Gain, like I suppose we have to see like what activates the middle vengeance tattoo and what activates Levitain, so I guess it depends. So gain final power for every X burn bleed on target. At X NVA resonance, gain coin power. So before use, if this unit has Levitain, activate as the complete and total extermination, which is another 5 coin red coin skill. Flippin' heck. So on use, this skill gains offensive level equal to the highest resonance, gain final power for every middle the vengeance tattoo on self, and convert this skill's coins equal to the middle vengeance tattoo on this unit into unbreakable coins, beginning with coin 3. God. And then if this unit's sword is at first seal, second seal, remove stage, inflict burn by the base amount of bleed on the skill, inflict coins hit. So attack end, consume all of the middle grudge on self. And attack end, if this skill was activated as a counter skill, gain blunt damage up next turn. So inflict bleed, 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 and more bleed. Right, because there's lots of bleed. Right, and then if you're activating the second one, which is Levitate exclusive skill, okay? So gain final power for every X burn bleed on target, deal more damage for every X burn bleed on target. So this skill gains offensive level equal to the highest resonance, and if this unit has middle vengeance tattoo, gain coin power. If this unit has middle the vengeance tattoo, inflict bleed potency on coin hit. So before attack, gain burn equal to the number of coins on this skill, attack end, lose SP, attack end, consume all of the middle grudge on self, and then attack end, if the skill was activated as a counter skill, gain blunt damage up next turn. So inflict burn, burn, bleed, deal slash damage equal to burn on target plus bleed on target times X of this coin's final damage. Unbreakable coin, inflict bleed count, deal slash damage equal to burn on target plus bleed times X of this coin's final damage. And then unbreakable coin, deal pierce damage equal to burn on target plus bleed on target of this coin's final damage. And then deal blunt damage equal to the burn on target plus bleed. Wow. So you do a bit of everything. So yeah, holy shit, okay. And then it looks like there's also a skill 3-3, so external effects cannot trigger this skill to be reused. So if this unit has the middle vengeance tattoo, deal slash damage equal to X of the coin's final damage on coin hit. Attack end, remove a seal from the sword. Oh, so this is how we're removing the seal. So you've got to use this skill to oh, I see. Interesting, okay. So this might be one of the ways that you can do it, but it looks like no other skill that we've used so far has removed seals. Maybe this could as well, maybe? Let's have a look. So inflict burn, inflict bleed, raise stagger threshold, inflict envy fragility next turn. So for defense, we've got, oh no, sorry, we've got another skill 3-4. So this is another Levitate exclusive skill, which is unclashable. Target is fixed. So good girl, your sacrifice for the family won't be... Is this specifically against Ishmael? Who is this against? It says, if the House of Spiders middle apprentice Ishmael is among the targets, deal more damage. Oh, could this be just against anyone? So external effects cannot trigger the skill to be reused, and this skill does not trigger defense skills. Gain final power for every X burn bleed on the main target. So gain final power and deal more damage for every the middle vengeance tattoo on self. If the House of Spiders and middle apprentice Ishmael is among the targets, deal more damage. So attack end, consume all the middle grudge and gain the middle grudge. Attack end, if targeted ally is killed, gain the middle grudge. So breakable coin, if the target's blunt resist is below normal, treat it as normal. Inflict burn and bleed. Sorry, burn and burn count, bleed and bleed count, and deal blunt damage equal to X of the coin's final damage. God damn. So I think this is one that you do use against the enemies, and we did see this in the trailer, but I think if Ishmael is in your team, it will use it against her. Because I was wondering if it would use it against other allies, but I actually think this is only going to use it against this Ishmael and then enemy targets. That is mental. That, like, if you have Ishmael, this is like a specific one for Ishmael, but because it's story canon. God damn. And then rule violation, so this is the defensive skill. So at X sum of envy A res, use stamp of vengeance or complete and total extermination as counter. Wow, okay. Gain X of missing HP as shield, so inflict bleed and lower user stagger threshold. So stamp of vengeance, I think, is this one. So basically it will use skill 3 as your defense. Damn. And then if you've got Levitate, it'll use this one. And if you don't have Levitate, it'll use this one. That is so interesting. So we've actually only seen one way to remove a seal from sword as well, which is interesting. Damn. Okay. See, I wonder if this is... see, this is unclashable target fixed. What I'm wondering is if this is... Like, how does this activate? Because it's a skill 3-4. Is this like a random activation? Because it is a Levitate exclusive skill. Oh, I feel like you're going to have to be so careful if you use her, especially if you use her with the middle apprentice Ishmael. Because I feel like she's going to kill Ishmael quite a bit. So this is where we should learn a few things. So Book of Vengeance, House of Spiders. So against units that have this effect, the House of Spiders, the middle Nursefather Outis, and the House of Spiders middle apprentice Ishmael heal SP on hit using a skill. So on hit using a skill against House of Spiders Outis, Outis gains additional stack of the middle grudge. Oh, wow. Okay, so even just like hitting Outis. Okay. And then on hit using a skill against House Spiders Ishmael gains an additional stack of middle grudge. Expires at turn end. If the target has Vengeance Mark, deal more damage. So the middle Vengeance Tattoo. So gain final power for every base skill of X stack. Envy skills and Blunt skills deal more damage for every X stack. Check this out, kiddo. Reduced when this unit is hit by X skills. At X stack, base skills gain final power. Blunt skills deal more damage for every stack. And then, oh, these are so cute. I got praised. Reduced when this unit is hit by X skills. At X stack, base skills gain final power. Blunt skills deal more damage for every stack. Ridiculous grit. So fix any attack type resistances that exceed normal to normal. Take X plus the middle Vengeance Tattoo stack times Y damage from skills. On Clash Win, heal an additional Clash count X SP, and then on turn end, if this unit's SP is lost this turn due to skill effects, deal more damage next turn using base skills. Oh, and then turn end, lose stack. Oh, I see. Okay, so you can actually heal skills from winning clashes, but if you lose skills because of use SP due to a skill, your base skills without Levitain will deal more damage on the next turn. Okay, so there is definitely a benefit to losing SP in this one, all right. So Sealed Sword. So turn end, gain haste next turn. Blunt base skills deal more damage for every bleed on target. On final coin hit of base skills, if target has X bleed, deal Y percentage of the coin's final damage, blunt damage. First seal removed. So turn end, gain haste next turn. Blunt base skills deal more damage for every X burn bleed on target. The final coin hit using base skills, if target has X burn bleed, deal blunt damage. Second seal removed. So you gain haste. Blunt base skills deal more damage for every X burn bleed on target. So on final coin hit using base skills, if the target has X burn bleed, deal Y percentage of the final coin's final damage / damage. And then when you got Levitain, I love these little icons they've made, by the way. These are so cute. So, Levitain. Turn start, inflict burn on all units in the field. Oh, fuck. Okay. Replace this unit's base skill with Levitain. Exclusive skills corresponding to each skill's rank. Blunt base skills deal more damage for every X burn bleed on target. On the coin's final hit using base skills, if target has X burn bleed, deal a Y percentage of the final damage as pierce damage. So Avenging My Family, Envy base skills deal more damage, base skills gain final power, and then Rising Fever. I love that. Lose stack when meeting one of the following conditions. So using the Stamp of Vengeance skill, including activation via counter, at turn end of activating X plus Envy Resonance, and at Y stack the Time to Unpack skill. Right, I see. Oh, this is so interesting. Damn. So there's definitely a lot of benefits. So there's a lot of benefits to using the Ishmael with this Outis. Like, it seems like they definitely help and buff each other, and basically when they take damage, they're getting like further buffs of this like middle grudge. So like, that's definitely a good thing. The bad news obviously is that once you've unlocked Levitain, unfortunately there isn't a kind of not so much a benefit, because one of the skills will be that she will then attack, including Ishmael, and might kill Ishmael as well. But I believe that she gets a buff if she does so. So, yeah, like, there's definitely benefits to that. I mean, the interesting thing is it feels like she could kind of be used with either a burn or a bleed team. Like, it seems like she's doing a lot of bleed and burn, like a lot of bleed and burn, which is great. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more complex ones though. God damn, there's a lot here. And then for the final page, so passives. So the Smell of Blood and Fire. So this unit is considered as an identity that inflicts burn and bleed. If this unit's sword has first seal removed or second seal removed, skills that inflict bleed are considered skills that inflict both burn and bleed. Oh, okay. So Sealed Sword Levitain. Upon entering the encounter the first time, gain Sealed Sword. When each shield is removed from the sword, gain Rising Fever corresponding to the unsealing stage. When the following conditions are met, lose Rising Fever. So you use the Stamp of Vengeance, so that's the S3 skill, without Levitain. You lose stack of the Stamp of Vengeance activation, like, if it's via counter as well. And then X sum of the Envy Resonance, lose stack at turn end. Okay. And then X Rising Fever, use Time to Unpack as an unopposed attack at the skill end. So Time to Unpack, I believe, is the skill that we want to be doing this with. So this skill, the one that actually can remove the seal, but it is a 4-coin, red coin attack. So this is a great one to do, but it looks like this can only be triggered via certain things. So this is what we're finding out right now. When I was saying earlier, like, how do we activate Time to Unpack? It's by having this Rising Fever. So we want to have these. So if we use the S3 skill, without Levitain as a counter, we risk losing Rising Fever, which then means that we may not reach the sword ceiling, like unsealing the next stage. So we want to get to these time to unpacks. So if this unit has failed to use time to unpack in that turn, use time to unpack at the next turn combat start. So that's good. So if you don't use it, it will automatically use it next time. So that's good. And once the unit has sealed sword at less than a certain amount of HP, use time to unpack regardless of fever stack. Oh, okay. So basically they're making it so you can get Levitain unlocked, which is great. So X percentage HP, gain ridiculous grit. Okay. When staggered for the first time in this encounter, remove the stagger at turn end and gain the middle grudge. I love that. That's actually great. And then at turn start, at X the middle grudge, replace a base skill on this unit's dashboard with Stamp of Vengeance or Complete and Total Extermination. Applies only the skill on the leftmost slot's bottom row on the dashboard. This effect does not activate if either Stamp of Vengeance or Complete Total Extermination are already in the affected slot. Oh, okay. So it seems like she's swapping a lot of stuff in, which is actually really great. So passive parenting, oh my god, what the fuck. So if the House of Spiders, the Middle Apprentice Ishmael, is on the field alongside this unit, activate the following effects. So there is definitely buffs to having Ishmael on here. So on Clash Win, gain, check this out, kiddo. It was the first skill this unit used that turn, gain additional, check this out, kiddo. If hit using a skill, gain, check this out, kiddo. Kiddo from using cracked coins. Effects apply only to the House of Spiders, the Middle Apprentice Ishmael. If Ishmael wins a clash, Ishmael gains, I got praised. If it was this first skill Ishmael used that turn, Ishmael gains additional, I got praised. On hit, using Ishmael's skill, Ishmael gains, I got praised. If the skill that was skill 3 activates as a counter, gain additional, I got praised. Does not gain, I got praised from using cracked coins. I love that they've put something in there to like, they're giving us benefits to using the Ishmael, because I think people's first thing would be like, oh, I don't want my units to die. But if you use the Ryoshu or using this Ishmael, I think basically sacrificing characters is like going to be the way forward for these teams. Like, I think that's what they're trying to encourage, is that like you can sacrifice characters and use characters that are like your backup characters a bit more, but it's going to really benefit you to do that. So you may want to, you know, do it. Yeah. Sakai the Middle. So if the encounter begins while this unit is already defeated, or if this unit is defeated during the encounter, the Blade of the House of Spiders Ryoshu gains the following effects. Gains entanglement, takes less damage, when hit, gain offensive level. Amazing. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually awesome. Thanks, kiddo. So when this unit has Levitain, when an ally that has less than X percentage HP loses a clash against an enemy, use Good Girl, your sacrifice for the family won't be forgotten. Oh, I see. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so skill that targets the said enemy as the main target and the said ally as the sub-target. Right. So this can be used against other allies other than the Ishmael. So if your character loses the clash, this will pop up. Damn, okay. Oh no. Oh, so you're gonna get punished for not winning your clashes. Oh! The House Spiders, the Middle Apprentice Ishmael, has Y percentage HP conditional instead of X. If this skill killed an ally in the middle, gain envy damage up next turn. If this skill killed the House Spiders Apprentice Ishmael, gain avenging my family next turn instead. So having this happen to Ishmael is definitely the better option, but you can still benefit from doing it. Okay. Book of Vengeance, the House Spiders special clause. So at turn end, apply Vengeance Mark on X enemies that dealt the most skill damage to an ally. Turn end, apply Book of Vengeance, House Spiders on X enemies that dealt the most skill damage to this unit. Combat start, gain the middle grudge for every X envy resonance. If the following conditions are met during the combat phase, gain the middle grudge. When this unit is hit by another skill, when the House of Spiders Middle Apprentice Ishmael is hit by another unit's skill. If the following conditions are met during the combat phase, gain the middle grudge. This unit and the House Spiders Middle Apprentice Ishmael getting hit does not count towards either conditional blow. When the middle hit an ally by using another unit's skill, or when the House of Spiders ally is hit using another unit's skill. Alright, so there's plenty of ways to garner this middle grudge. When this unit gains middle grudge, if the target has Vengeance Mark, gain an additional stack of the middle grudge. Gain the middle grudge. Oh, so middle vengeance tattoo every time this unit consumes the middle grudge. And then this only applies to Ishmael. So when the House Spiders Middle Nursefather Outis are hit by another unit skill, Ishmael gains the middle grudge. So we'll mess with the family. So combat scar, allies that equipped counter skills gain damage up and protection. If the affected ally is in the middle, the said ally gains envy damage up and protection instead. Oh, so there is a benefit to using this with other middle members. Okay. Interesting. That's only for counter skills though, so it's not actually for everything, but counter skills, definitely. So it's not necessarily a unit that's built for using with like the other teams that we've got of the middle. So for example, like Sinclair, Mersol, or the Don Quixote, Don Quixote units. But obviously because they do have their own burn and bleed, it's still not a bad team unit, but it seems like this is definitely going to be built more towards the House of Spiders team build that I think they're trying to aim us more towards, because obviously all the House of Spiders team members do lean into usually the burn or bleed. So it is kind of taking us that way. So I think you're going to kind of benefit from doing that instead of maybe doing like a middle team, but I think people will definitely do middle squads anyway. So yeah, this is definitely a very complex one, but I think there's a lot to build here. And I think this kind of unit could be a part of like a really, really interesting like set of teams. It's so cool. Like there's so much here. I think having the Ishmael on the team is definitely going to be of a benefit. I do love the fact there are multiple different types of skills, but from what I garner, basically build up the middle grudge, you're going to be unlocking certain benefits during the skills, but the main part of this is to build the rising fever. If you keep building up the rising fever or you hit certain HP conditions, you then can unlock the certain seals. If you unlock the certain seals, then you can unlock Levitain. If you unlock Levitain, then obviously you can use the second half of the skills, which have a lot of burn and bleed on, but so did the first half of the skills. And if you miss any of your like skills with the other side of things, then like any of your allies do, then this skill 3-4 will get activated and be used. So this is when you've got enough rising fever. This is when your allies are missing stuff, but the like Ishmael is definitely the best one to use this with. You also have a counter, and also you can buff your allies' counters, and especially if they're members of the middle, you can buff their counters. And also if this unit dies, it's going to benefit the Ryoshu that we just had the other day. So yeah, this is a really interesting unit though. I definitely am going to get the Outis. I'm really excited to read the story. I think the story is definitely the main pull for me with this one, but I'm excited to try them. I feel like maybe she will definitely benefit from being on a squad. I don't know how like solo runs would go with this character, but she's got a lot of red coins, so I have a feeling she is going to be an absolute flipping tank of a unit, especially with the amount of burn bleed. We've got bind in here, we've got flipping paralyze. Oh my god, yeah, she's going to be a great unit to use, and I'm really excited to try. And I actually love all the little icons. These actually look so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Anyways, let me know down in the comments below, are you getting this Outis? What do you think? And yeah, are you going to be using them with your Ishmael? Are you going to be using them on your new team? Just let you guys know if you didn't realize, and I guess I didn't really say too much about it, but basically Refraction Railway is coming out, I think, like this coming week. So my plan is probably next week I'm going to do a stream, and I'm going to get the Outis, Ryoshu, the Heathcliff. We're going to do all the lore reading for them, and then we will get into Refraction Railway. So if you want to see that as well as other Limbus content on this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe. You can check out my Discord, all that good stuff, and yeah, as well as other videos that I do on here as well. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if I missed anything down in the comments below. And yeah, I will hopefully catch you guys in the next video. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.